Alrighty, so it is going to be a good time to yes, hello. It's a good time to get a few things leveled up. So he's very excited to see me. Used to watch DF online videos, man. Was in Black Shields. Do you mean DU? What is DF? I don't remember what DF is. So, yeah. Let's see, is that local? Darkfall? Yeah, so Darkfall was very, very old. I mean, that's like a long time. So, local chat, is it, am I... oh, he had no idea I was in his server. I had no idea he was in my server. Okay, so I don't have... Okay. Oh, you're in the Twitch stream now. Okay, excellent. Good. We'll continue on there because me typing back to you is just going to be painful for everybody to watch. Dyslexic me. So, this is sick. Good to see you. All right, good. Yes, we are here. We are dragons. So, I don't know how many people we've got now. So it's a lot, but I don't know how many it is. And I've seen Flo coming up with the number every once in a while, saying how many strong we are, and I don't know if he's counting each individual one of those or he has some other way to see it. So yeah. All right, so I am going to... All right, so looking at my skills, Grizzly, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just continuing on. You know, maybe we chat later. Or actually, I am ignoring you, but it's because I'm continuing on. Does that make sense? Yeah. Not trying to be rude. So, looking at my skills here, I need to get my bows to... boy, he's almost hitting me with his sword. I need to get my bows to 10. I need to get my... I need to get my pole arms to 10. And then as far as... other stuff, skinning, I'm almost 10. I need to get there. So I should be able to do that, and then I can have a better I'm just seeing squirrels everywhere. So all right, skinning it is. I'm leaving. I can't take it anymore. What does 10 do? It allows me the nicer tools and weapons. So I can then level those up, and that will provide a pretty good boost to me for efficiency and power and everything. So yeah, it should be pretty good. So it take a little bit of work though. So the skinning part, I'm getting close on that. You know, pole arms or bows. I think I'm going to just focus on pole arms and then bows. I'm closer on the pole arms. And, oh, somebody built a house right here in the middle. You know, there are spawns that were happening in here. So that's one thing. Let's talk about that for a minute. So there were spawns of ore right in here. And now that somebody has decided to build here, see how far out their plot goes here. They have blocked all this ore spawn. Or maybe not blocked it. What's supposed to happen is it's supposed to relocate. But where exactly it relocates to, I don't know. And so just because their house here looks to be small to start does not mean that it doesn't have a bigger effect, because it does. And now the trees will still respawn in here, but the ore will not. And this was a nice little ore field here. You know, it's good to be mindful of that. And you know, maybe it respawns down here or whatnot. I mean, this stuff was down here already, and so you know, so I don't know where else it can possibly go, but anyway, I'm a little bit disappointed to see somebody built a place in here on an ore spawn. They may not have known, though. And see, that's the problem too. Like, you come in here and you go, oh, this is a nice little spot in the woods. It's not too far away, and which is true. And but it you know, somebody may have come through and mined everything beforehand. So I'm not advocating that they move. I'm just advocating being mindful. But if you don't know, then it's impossible to be mindful now, isn't it? Because you just don't know. And we're going to have places everywhere. See, here's another place. Oh, here's another place. I mean, these are cute places. I don't know if they're disrupting spawn or not. But, you know, you see in here, like, somebody could come in here and wipe this whole spawn out with just one plot in this nice little spot. So I'm looking for animals. I'm not looking for ore right now. Yeah, so I'm not getting on anybody, you know, and if our guild member or clan members are doing it and stuff, you know, it's just not intentional. They did it in early access. You could actually block the spawns, but and I have seen one person that did a ring with leaving a center that had nothing in it, and they built these giant walls so that you couldn't get in, and they effectively blocked the spawn, and that was in the last test phase. But what happens is it's supposed to move the spawn, and so, you know, as long as it does, maybe it forces it to concentrate other places and stuff. I don't know. So there's more spawn in the forest here. So we had in the last phase, we built on a mountainside right where at the bottom there was a really nice run of ore and trees. And it was a really good place to be. I don't think we're doing that this time. I think we're treating it a bit different, but we, you know, whenever somebody said they were moving out here, we'd be like, okay, don't block the spawn. Make sure you know where the spawns are before you place a spot down. And for the most part, that worked. You know, but you know, you can't control people, and other people come in and you know, want to join in and want to be near you and stuff, and I don't blame them. So as long as the spawns are moving and respawning elsewhere, then great. If they're not, then I suppose they could put a little bit more work into that so that it does. All right, I am looking for animals to do my skinning. Oh, I'm getting into area that I can't do skinning. This is another reason I just need my skinning up just a little bit more. Let me go down here into the green forest. This area right here will have too high a level. I'll only be able to skin some of them. So designated portions of the map buildable and not. Well, they've done it a little bit differently. Is that they've made it so that only so many plots can be placed down in here. And so you can place them almost anywhere. In fact, I've seen people place them right next to, NPC spawns and stuff, which is kind of a cool idea. But if you build it so they can't get into there, then you can't shoot them from there either. You still have to go out and face the danger. So it'll change things around, and there'll be, if the spawn moves, then it's not a problem. So, God, look at how many of us there are here. Isn't that cool? Bunch of us playing right now. All right, here's a couple boars. Now, let's see if I get any skill points on my pole arm for this, or if I just need to use my bow all the time. So, I am getting a little bit. What's the benefit of being in a clan? So, clan is, there's fellowship in it, of course, and stuff, but the resource sharing is really good. If you are the type that plays solo, and you're like, I wouldn't want to be in a clan, that's fine, you can do that. But you'll have a much longer journey to get up into the higher level stuff because you're going to have to do everything yourself. If you are in a clan, then there's a lot of give and take. And so we ask people to bring in twice the amount of resources as what you take and use. And that way we're always have plentiful amount of resources. And so I bring in all kinds of stuff that's valuable, and I'm only using a little bit of it. And so if I'm out here working on my skinning and stuff, I'm not making anything with the hides. In fact, this is a good example. So out of the skinning stuff here, I can use the meat, I can cook things, I can use the intestines, and I don't seem to use the animal fat for anything. The sinew, I've been putting in with our fletching, and I don't use any of the leather, and I don't use any of the bones. And so I've been putting all of this in, and I've been making some stuff for the clan, like food and everything, because there's people who don't want to cook but need the good food and such. And so it's just kind of a really nice, it's been working really nice. And we have a few at the clan base. We have a few containers that are protected to elders only, but we're trying to leave everything open as much as possible. And there are so many resources there for all of the clan that even if you are not social, like you just want to join the clan so you can participate in this like resource exchange, that as long as you are providing more resources than what you're taking, you don't have to talk to anybody. And so there may be other people around, and maybe they try and talk to you. You can ignore them, or you can talk to them. And but it's really good. Like, I've been working on my charcuterie and my cooking, and that's kind of the only kind of craftsman skill that I've really been working on. And so I've been able to pull out a lot of stuff out of the boxes and use them after I dump in a lot of stuff. And I'm dumping them in all kinds of areas and then just pulling them straight out of like the cooking area. So I think it's working. I think it's working, and I don't have any problem with people who don't like to be social but are in the clan. So, because then you can just be social whenever you want to, and if that's very rarely, that's fine. If it's all the time, that's fine too. So, yeah. So, and our clan is not dictating anything at the moment on how things should be. We may start doing calls to action for the PvP stuff at some point, but not forced. Everybody has their part. Some people who don't want to get into PvP, then you have a supportive role. Making equipment and food and so there's a place for everybody. And at least in our clan, we won't, if there's anything that's like a switch that flips in the PvP to where all of a sudden it makes everyone in the clan a target or whatnot, we're not going to do that. We'll end up breaking into two different clans. And that might be a reason to create a second character or whatnot for the other clan. And then we just figure out how to share things between the clans. Like, especially they've talked about permissions on doors. And so if you could make permissions on a door, like you could have all public chests inside a room, and the door can only be opened by one clan or the other clan, then you can share all the resources that way. And so anyway, I don't know what the future holds on that. I do know that there's a voting type system of making somebody your spiritual leader in like holy war type things and stuff. I don't want to be that figure. I'd rather be somebody who really likes to do war stuff, be that figure. I'm enjoying playing. I don't want to, and I'm the clan leader here, but I have a lot of good. We have a lot of good elders that are helping with everything. So, yeah. Anyway, if nothing else, you'll progress faster, and it's a matter of finding a good clan. And if you try a clan and you don't like it, there's no harm in leaving and moving on. We've had people come in and be here for 30 minutes and be like, okay, I'm moving on. And I don't know why. They didn't mention. I haven't seen anybody say any complaints. But most everybody that's joined us has been staying. And I don't know how many people we are right now. We're probably 70 or 80 people in the clan, which is starting to be enough to where we have people on 24/7. So, and the resource flow is really good. Boy, where's all the animals? I wanted to stick with the lower end stuff so I can skin it all, but maybe I'm going to have to go out into other areas because we've got so many new players that are just scavenging the land. Some of us are playing nearly 24/7. Yeah, I believe it. I did it. Okay, let's go see if I can get another skinning knife. I didn't realize I was that close. Then I can go out into the higher areas and I can skin. You're surprised we don't have moochers that just use up resources? So we call them asshats, and we'll kick them. So, If there's people doing that, we'll just kick you and move on. There are enough good people here that we don't have to worry about that too much. You hear that noise? That was somebody refreshing their stamina. That's why I didn't do it in the PvP area. Somebody's getting chased after. Uh-oh. Oh no, I can't do 3. Let's go. Not with being on cooldown for my weapon. Ah! Damn it! Why are they still chasing me? What the hell, man? I've never had them chase me this far. That was interesting. Can you recover arrows? No. They're just gone, but they're easy to make. Speaking of gold, I do want to... This is probably my sweet spot every day, getting 45 more. And... Accepted Garza, welcome. Alright, where's the house? Oh, it's back this way. Oh, it's on the other side of that camp, okay. Gold is the only thing used by Grace, and it's used on the market. Yes, in the comment, selfish players usually expose themselves quickly. I believe that. So I can just drop a bunch of stuff off, and then I don't know where my drop-off boxes have gone, because this was drop-off boxes and now it's a lot of storage stuff. So I just go looking for empty spots and start throwing stuff in. Left of stairs is all drop off? Okay, well then we got some stuff that, like, who knows what to do with it. But okay. So, now, skinning knife. What are these back here? Megaflux decorated chest, clan elders. Wrought iron ingot, okay. And some more decorated chests. Ingots. And, okay, so this is the same knife that I have. See, we have boxes of them out front too. Can't make iron skinning knives yet. Okay, fair enough. Let me see if I can find one on the market. Oh, look at these filters. Okay, I wanted to search, really. How do I search? Sort and filter. Oh, I want to search. Hey, excuse me, what happened to the search? Wasn't there a search yesterday? I'm sure there was a search yesterday. And they turned off the search and now it's just a filter? What is this? Tools. Okay, well. Okay. Why does it keep making noise like I'm spending money when I'm not? I don't like that. It makes me think I'm spending my money on accident. Iron skinning. Oh, here, right next door. That is right next door. So I can click on this. I can view location. I really don't like that. Okay. Track location. And then it's just right over here. I just happen to know where his stuff is. So, oh, here is the search. How interesting. So there's no search in looking in the market overall, but there is a search in looking at a particular stall. Okay. I guess that's okay. So, yeah. Now, oh, you know what? Now, Jester here has been really nice to me, and he's given me some stuff. I'm going to buy this at 27, but I also am going to then do a search and see if it's cheaper someplace else, because I bet you that it is. And so there's that, and oh, one iron skinning knife is in the drop chest. Oh, well, anyway, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm helping the economy, right? So, okay, sort and filter. So by price, tools, skinning. Okay, it saved my filter. Wait, it didn't. What's going on? No items matching. Tools, skinning knife, price. Apply. No items matching. No items for sale. Nope, and here they are. Okay, so that's just a bug they got to take care of. So, iron skinning knives. Okay, so this is all that's in here. Nobody else has any. But, you know, see, here's bronze, and somebody has it for... well, that bronze one is more expensive than the polished bronze, which is a higher level. And so you can set prices. And I was noticing on some of the other stuff that there was there were prices that were cheaper than what they had here. But, you know, support your local tradesmen, right? So, and I'll bet you that we have just a ton of extra skinning knives in here. Well, here's 3, 4. Oh, see. I'm just dropping it in there, I guess. Right. So now I've upgraded my skinning knife. Life is good. I can go out into hardier lands. And I see somebody talking about, Johnny talking about he's made another outpost. And then we have one too where we can sell stuff. And I think it's over here. That's what I saw. Let's see here. I equip this and then I look for the blue. And there it is. The old sandwich. Okay. And so here is this stuff here. I thought Sean was putting one out here too, but oops. But you know, maybe not. Maybe he was focusing on the wildland stuff. And, you know, no items for sale. No. Why am I fighting? Alright, so there's no items for sale in here yet. Oh, it's Sean. Okay, so maybe Sean is Old Sandwich is one of his alts. Ah, there we go. I was just getting there. Just getting there. So, yeah, so, you know, those of you who are making a lot of extra items, maybe you should start putting some for sale. Stuff. I don't know. And then, you know, but we can have also gold in boxes. And so you can put, you know, we could designate a box that's for like the elders to manage gold. And so if we're using guild or clan resources to make stuff to get leveled up, and we have extras and we want to sell it, then maybe the sales from that the majority of it should go back into a box that would be used for the clan or whatever. And I'm not sure how that's going to play out in the longer term game, other than buying Grace, which is a really good gold sink. But buying Grace can get crazy expensive. Do you want to see how crazy expensive it can get? Let me show you how crazy expensive it can get. So I spent 90 to get like 60 Grace. But let's say I just want to do the whole thing. All right, so I can get another 315 Grace, which would make for 375 total. and it'll only cost me 18,977,220 more gold to get that much grace. So there's a point where you're like, whoa, this is too much. This is too much. So, even going halfway down, we're still at 10,220. You're not touching anyone's gold, just a crafter and soldier. Okay, Sean, do you want to be taking some of the stuff that we have big overages of and make them available for sale for, a fair price? I don't know. I know you like the commerce stuff. I do too, but I got my fingers into enough stuff here already. So, anyway, it's just a thought. It's just a thought. And so give it a shot. Yeah. I mean, the worst that can happen is that we make a little bit of gold and then we just have a gold box somewhere that the elders can get to or whatever. We just, I guess, have to know where it's at. and I don't know what we would actually use the gold for at this point. So that's kind of an interesting statement to make, huh? Later on, there may be maybe there are items that are super rare that we'd want to buy that we need for the clan for whatever, something like that. I don't know. It's all an area that I just don't know. So yeah. By the way, anybody who's new to the clan, I see him talking about it. Come to the clan home, the main clan base, and there's all kinds of stuff there. You can get yourself geared up. The general rule that we like to follow is you bring in twice as much stuff as what you take out. Obviously, when you're first here and just trying to get your, just trying to get started, it's not very possible, is it? So, gear yourself up, go out adventuring, get yourself some skills, pick up some stuff and bring it back and dump it off when you get full, So, and it'll take a little while to learn, what is a fair exchange and what's not. So, yeah, that won't be known by all right off the bat. It just doesn't work that way. So, yeah. All right. So, if you're watching on video, we'll see you in the next episode.